about that Wolfpack defense that's been so decimated by injuries over the course of the season. It is though, Mark. Bill Belichick's squad is starting to play really well on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
So, this has been an interesting season for NC State with the injuries that they've had. Dave Doeren has talked about how much fun he's had coaching this team, but the injuries have certainly been frustrating.
Bailey gets it up quickly, completes this pass. Noel Rogers with a catch and run out near midfield, brought down at about the 47 and a half. You got to think at this point that that 0 on the scoreboard carries a little bit of gravity and significance and importance for the University of Miami's defense, right?
It certainly does. And when you talk about college football playoff, because a lot of it comes back to that, one of the things that they look at is relative scoring defense. That's how many points you allow versus how many his team typically scores. Well, NC State averages 32 points a game. So that is a minus 32.4 differential right now.
Bailey on the move, completes the pass to Anderson, still on his feet, made a nice run after the catch to get about 3 more. And they move the chains with under 5.5 minutes to go here, a 6-yard pickup. Well, for C.J. Bailey, there was a lot of talk about him coming back to Carroll City, where he grew up, and went to Chaminade Madonna, and potentially having a homecoming to remember. This one will be easily erased, or at least he'll try to. So first play in opposing territory, and about a 1-yard gain on the play by Duke Scott. Think about the number of plays and the amount of time that the Hurricanes have kept Coach Dory's team on the other side of midfield is startling and impressive at the same time.
We were kind of joking in the break. If you moved the goal line up 50 yards for this NC State offense, made it to 50, they'd still be behind because they hadn't crossed midfield yet. That's how dominant Miami has been on the defensive side of the ball.
Bailey completes it out of the backfield. That's Duke Scott. Shook off one tackler, still on his feet. And inside the 20. Some impassioned running by Scott.
So I was surprised Duke Scott over the course of the game wasn't a bigger part of the game plan early on, especially after his performance last week against Georgia Tech, where he had, or a couple weeks ago, where he had 196 yards rushing, averaged 8.2 a carry. Hollywood Smothers needed to start, but Duke Scott's a playmaker.
This is Wesley Grimes trying to make a play. Coming up about 3 yards shy of the first down. That man's defense has done a great job today.
Corey Heatherman, with the turnaround of his defense from last year to this year, he's going to start to get some head coaching buzz.
Okay.
And we've seen a couple this year, a couple of assistant coaches that deserve, by the performance that they've had over the years, to get that sort of recognition. Corey Heatherman's one of those guys. He has done a phenomenal job with his defense. They brought in a whole new secondary, the exception of O.J. Frederick. They obviously had the talent up front. Corey Heatherman's done an excellent job. Back to his time at Minnesota, James Madison before that, Rutgers.
Defense for disconcerting signals. 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
Coach a little perplexed by that call. Were you trying to break up a happy family on the sidelines and coaching staff?
No, this is always the danger of mentioning stuff like that. I'm not trying to take Corey Heatherman away from Miami. I am recognizing the work that a young coach has done and what he's deserving of. Mario Cristobal knows it. It's going to be a crazy coaching cycle.
Right.
And so
you're going to get a mad text from Sarah Jones, a UM alumni.
Maybe a lot of Miami alums, but hey, Corey Heatherman deserves it.
Yeah, he sure does. Great coach. Done a nice job today defensively, making calls and preparing. Geary with the tackle on the play. Second and goal. And
Heatherman from Worcester, Mass. He's a huge Celtics fan, Mark, but this is a guy when you watch him, he coaches with his hair on fire. He loves his job and he loves his players. And he brings the energy. He's consistent, the same guy. Talking to the players about him. They love him, and they've gone to work for him this year.
Yes, they have.
Big turnaround when last year they really couldn't trust their defense a whole lot.
They had the best offense in the country, and they ended up 10-2 in large part
2.5 minutes to go. Bailey into the end zone, and that's been a snapshot of their afternoon, throwing the football. Incomplete. 3rd and goal. 2:27 to go.
This score may seem insignificant in the grand scheme of things, but with pride on the line, it always makes you feel better if that goose egg goes away for NC State, or if you keep it for Miami.
Got a flag on the field.
False start. Offense, number 74. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
All right, locked in for this meeting. Total focus. Dude, what? All good? Our AI gives meeting notes and insights, even on meetings I can't attend. Dang it, I picked the wrong one.
Otter, the AI meeting agent.
Over 35% of men in America report experiencing outfit anxiety at some point in their lives. With proven remedies like Chubbies, you're just a shirt and shorts away from rediscovering your true figure. Visit chubbyshorts.com for more.
ACC Huddle has got you covered every Saturday morning, live from a marquee matchup of the week.
These will be a valuable asset to the NFL team.
What did you like most about your team's performance?
The fun's in the winning.
I'ma take this thing to the top. It's on fire. Coming for the number one spot. Take it to the top. What a swing! Take it to the top. The ACC has built something players want to be a part of. They're getting the top talent from all over.
Nice Oakley, Stipe. Where'd you get them?
GoVex.com.
Hey, Stipe, nice boots. Where'd you get those?
GoVex.com. Exclusive deals for first responders, military, and law enforcement only at GoVex.com.
What's step 23?
For steps 23 through 50, please upgrade your subscription.
With the new Assemble and Bake by Blue Apron, you can whip up a crowd pleaser in no time. Pre-chopped ingredients, minimal cleanup, just assemble, bake, and enjoy. No subscription needed. Dinner is about to get a whole lot easier. Keep the flavor, ditch the subscription.
Miami will finish up with 2 games on the road at Virginia Tech next weekend, and then at Pitt. Bailey steps up a couple of times, eludes the rush. It's a foot race to the end zone, and he tiptoes in, but there's a flag in the end zone as well.
It's strange for this to be an offensive penalty where that was thrown and when it was thrown.
Holding. Defense, number 19. That penalty is declined. What results in a touchdown?
So C.J. Bailey puts the blemish on that perfect shutout. Sprints in for the touchdown to make it 41-6.
Small consolation, but one that NC State will certainly take. Haven't seen this a lot today, the scrambling ability of C.J. Bailey, but that's what the big fella can do if he's able to find a little bit of room.
Better days for that young quarterback. They are really enamored of his talent. Became the starter a season ago due to injury, and showed a lot of poise in taking over the reins of that offense, and as Quinn reported a little bit earlier, his understanding and processing of the offense have gotten much better. His pre-snap reads in particular, according to the coaches, have been one of the bigger areas as well.
Guy who had to get 20 tickets for family and friends for this game. Surprised it was only 20, man. But as you said, a day to forget. This is a young man who's had a great season. Second in the ACC in QBR coming into this game behind only Georgia Tech's Haynes King. Was fourth in the ACC in pass yards, second in pass touchdowns. It's been a rough one. And some of that's been on him. Some of that has been on the offensive line for their inability to protect him consistently. But as you said, better days ahead certainly for C.J. Bailey. He is going to be an excellent quarterback before it's all said and done. He's already very good. There's a step to take there for him, and I think he will do it before his career is over.
Hurricanes will take over 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Lloyd Williams had the last series at quarterback. Carson Beck will end the day 21 of 27 for 291 yards.